Today we are going to quickly revise the chapter Understanding Quadrilateral. In this chapter, we have to learn about the curve, then the polygon, different types of polygon, exclusively about the quadrilaterals, then the type like triangle, pentagon, hexagon. The important property that sum of internal angle of a polygon that we have to learn, and even we have derived that formula in our last class also. Then the sum of external angle of a polygon. Then type of quadrilateral. This quadrilateral can be parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, trapezium, kite. These things we have to learn. Students, last day we have started with the very basic thing. What is line and this curved line? Line simply means the straight line, and curve means there is more than one direction. So line is nothing but these are the collection of points quite closer or touching each other. So line, like here it is represented. So line have infinite length. To indicate that, we are putting the double arrow at each of the end. But if one of the arrow is removed and only one arrow is kept, like here it is shown, it become a ray. If both the arrow are removed, it means it have a fixed length, then it is called as a line segment. So line, ray, line segment we have to understand. Then between the two rays or two lines or two line segment or a ray and a line segment, angles are formed. Means when the lines are inclined, one is here, another is here, then the angle is formed. It may be the angle may be formed between the two rays, like here. It may be formed between the two line segments also. So when these line segments are the sides of a polygon, then this angle form is called as internal angle. The angle formation is decided between the lines, line segment, or the rays. If the line is not a straight, then they have different directions. It is called as curved line, like here it is shown. If there is a closed path is formed, it is called as simple curve. If only one closed path is formed, like here AB is just a curve, but when it gets closed as a circle, it need not always be a circle. Even it can be of this shape also, or even it can be of this shape also, any shape. These are the closed figure. A student, if this side or this curve is not just curve one, rather if it is the part of a line segment or part of a line, or if these sides or this boundary are the line segment, then it is called as polygon. Okay, so polygon are nothing but the closed curve having sides or bounded by some line segments. So minimum 3 line segment is required. It is our triangle. More than 3 line segment may be taken to bound the area. Like here 4, it is called quadrilateral. Here 5, it is called pentagon. Here 6, it is called hexagon. Okay, students, it is like this. So for the triangle, we have learned between two sides, the angle is formed. Like here, the two sides are taken. This is the angle. Angle can be here, angle can be here. The two sides where they are meeting, it is called as the vertex. So 3 vertex also. These are the 3 line segments which are acting as the side. If it is not closed, then it will not be a closed figure. Students, 2 terms are defined. One is called convex, another is concave. For convex simply means this vertex, the other 2 sides are inward, or this vertex is outward. But if we are observing this vertex, then we are observing this vertex is inward, means projected inward to these sides. So it is called concave polygon, but it is convex polygon. Okay, here we have taken it. This convex or concave need not be this straight line, it can be the curve. like here it is. So here we are getting, these are the concave polygon. It may be possible that the convex and concave both are present, like here it is the convex on this side, but if I am making like this, say like this, then here we can see these sides are for the convex, because this vertex is projected outward with respect to these sides. But if I am considering this vertex, then these two sides, or this is the concave. So it may be possible that there could be convex as well as the concave in the same figure. Okay, it is based on simple terms. The next we have started with the polygon. Polygon means any region or area which is bounded by sides or line segments. Minimum number of line segment required is the 3, and the polygon form is called triangle. If it is 4, then it is called as quadrilateral. If it is 5, it is called as pentagon. Now, considering one of the vertex, look for the other or nearby vertex. These two are the adjacent. But if I am considering this quadrilateral, then for this A, we are getting B is just next vertex to A, D is also next vertex to A, but C is not next vertex to A. Then joining this C with this A by the straight line, it gives us diagonal. Okay, the other diagonal could be, considering the vertex B, A and C will be the adjacent or nearby or just next to B. Leave these two vertices. Search for the other. Yes, it is the D. So BD is the other diagonal. For a quadrilateral, there are 2 diagonals. Now coming to this pentagon, considering the point A, the next to A is the vertex B and E. So you have to leave the vertex B and E for A, join the other remaining vertex. So A can be joined to C, A can be joined to D. So AC and AD are the 2 diagonal. Other, if I am starting from this B, for this B, A and C are adjacent. So excluding A and C, you join this B with this D, you are getting one of the diagonal. Joining this B with E, you will get the other diagonal. Now coming to the vertex C, C to A and C to E could be the other 2 diagonal. So this way, here we are observing C to A was same as A to C. So that gets repeated. Now if you are counting, you will get a total 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 diagonals are there. Therefore, we have written total 5 diagonals. Though for pentagon, the number of sides was also 5. Student, there was another term for this polygon called regular and irregular. Regular polygon simply means such a polygon in which all the sides are equal. Like for a triangle, if all the 3 sides are equal, it is called as a regular polygon, or the triangle is given a special name called equilateral triangle. Also, it is found that for a regular polygon, all their internal angles are also equal. That we have to understand. Students, regular simply means all the sides are equal or side lengths are equal. Their angles are also equal, student. These 2 are the conditions. So for regular polygon, all sides are equal, all angles are equal. Like for a triangle, when these 3 sides are equal, it is called equilateral triangle. At that time, we will get that these 3 internal angles are also equal. Even for a regular polygon, the internal angle can be calculated very easily. Because for a triangle, the sum of all the 3 angles is 180. These 3 angles are equal. Consider them as x. So x plus x is 180. 3x is 180. So x is 60 degree. Means each of the angle or internal angle of an equilateral triangle is 60 degree. This is valid for equilateral triangle only. If you are taking the other triangle, say even if you are taking the isosceles triangle in which the two sides are equal, then you will get these two angle will be equal, but this angle will not be x. This angle will be different. ABC. So here if I am taking AB is equals to, no, it is not AB. Here we are taking, students, AC. AC, it is marked here, is equals to BC. But this is not equals to AB. Okay, student? So this figure is also belonging to your irregular polygon. Okay? So in this case, even these angles are also different. Okay, student? So in this case, we have the angle at A and angle at B will be equal. Means the side which are equal, their opposite angle you have to look. Say AC is equals to BC. So side AC we have considered. So the angle in front of this AC is our angle B. So therefore we have to write angle B is equals to the angle in front of BC is our angle A. So this is angle A. So these two conditions are satisfied. But this is not equals to the included angle C. Okay, student? So these two things you have to keep in mind always. For a regular polygon, all their internal angles are equal, all their sides are equal. But for irregular or non-regular polygon, all the sides and all the internal angle are not equal. Though it may be possible that 2 or 3 or some more are equal. A student, if we consider the quadrilateral, so it is the square in which all the sides are equal. Also, each of the angle is 90 degree. Okay, student. If these sides are not equal, means they are different, that is simply called as the quadrilateral. If opposites are equal, that is called as the rectangle or parallelogram. Those things we have to learn in more detail. Students, we may consider the pentagon with all the internal sides equal. When all these sides are equal, then all their internal angles will also be equal. So what about the angle A? Let us consider this as X, B as X, C as X, D as X, and E also as X. Then in this case, also a student, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of X, some of the internal angle is our 5 of X. This can be calculated here also, the internal angle. Like, let me write it here. For calculating the internal angle, we may write like this. Students, from here, internal angle can be written X plus X plus X plus X, means it is our 5X is equals to, what is the sum of internal angle, student? Number of side minus 2 into 180. So the 5 sides are there. So 5 minus 2 into 180. This X even we had calculated last day also. It is 3 into 180 by the 5. So 5 3s are and 5 6s are. So it is our 108 degree. So each of this angle is 108 degree. That we have to keep in mind. So this way we are observing for any regular figure, all their internal angles are equal, all their sides are equal. How the internal angles are calculated? By knowing the formula for calculating the sum of internal angle and assuming all their internal angle as X. So applying these two things, the internal angle for a regular polygon can be calculated. Like here for the pentagon, we have calculated it is 108 degree. Okay. For the triangle, we have calculated it is 60 degree. For the quadrilateral, which is the square, each of the angle is 90 degrees. Students, if just two lines are given like this, and here if a small this symbol is made, it simply means it is representing this angle as 90 degrees. So keep in mind, even this angle is not written. If we are just given with these two lines, one horizontal and other vertical with a small just symbol, it simply means it is 90 degree. It is default. So whether written this way along with the angle or not, that doesn't matter. It need not always be horizontal or vertical. It may be written like this. This way, this small symbol is placed here. It simply means this angle is 90 degree. So this is the indication or giving the 90 degree in the symbol form that you have to keep in mind. This thing we will use. Students, we have also learned about the different kind of irregular figure like triangle, quadrilateral, like the rectangle also. That depending on the number of sides, different kind of figures are given different names. Means different polygons are defined. If the number of sides is 3, then it is called as the triangle. These 3 sides may be equal, means the regular triangle, or it is called as equilateral triangle, in which each of the internal angle is 60 degree. But if these sides are different, their angle will surely be different. Now considering this angle, different kind of triangles are defined, like acute angle, where each angle is less than 90 degree, right angle, where one of the angle is 90 degree, another obtuse angle, in which one of the angle of a triangle is greater than 90 degree. These things we will learn later. Students, also considering the side length, the type of triangles are defined. If all the 3 sides are equal, it is called as equilateral triangle. If only 2 sides are equal, then it is called as isosceles triangle. If all the 3 sides are different, then it is called as scalene triangle. Okay, so the term like equilateral, isosceles and scalene are based on their side length. The term like acute, right angle and obtuse are based on their internal angle. Similarly, for the quadrilateral, in which the area bounded by 4 line segments or having the 4 sides or polygon with 4 sides, it can be parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, square, trapezium, kite. This thing we will learn in more detail even today. Considering the pentagon, where the figure or the closed figure have 5 sides. Now, these 5 sides may be equal or may not be equal. If it is equal, then it is called as a regular pentagon. In that case, each of this angle will also be equal, and that is coming as 108 degree. Right now, we have calculated, or the calculation is also shown here. Okay, student? If the number of sides is 6, it is called as hexagon. It may be the regular hexagon. You can also calculate the internal angle in this case also by applying the same thing, considering each of this internal angle as x, because it is a regular, means each of these sides are equal, so internal angles are also equal. In this case, total x or total internal angle is 6 in number, so 6x is equals to n minus 2. So total 6 minus 2 become 4 into 180 degree. X can be calculated very easily and it will come as 120 degree. Okay, students? X is equals to 4 into 180 by 6. You can cancel it. It becomes 2 and then 3. So 3 will go 60. Then it is 120. Okay, student? It may be having the 7 side, then it is called as heptagon or septagon, mean the 7. Same thing. And number of sides is 8, it is called as octagon. If all the sides are equal, then it is called as a regular octagon. If the number of sides is 9, it is called as nonagon. If the number of sides is 10, it is called as decagon. It may be the regular decagon or maybe different. So this was the consideration. Now, 2 important properties that we have to learn. For any polygon, sum of the internal angle and the sum of the external angle. That we have to look. The simplest polygon is our triangle. Students, for a triangle, 3 vertices are there, 3 internal angles are there. Means at each vertex, one of the angle is formed. So triangle has 3 sides, 3 angle, 3 vertices. Angle formation is always between the 2 sides, and it is written as either simply angle A or as angle CAB or angle BAC. All the 3 means the same thing. Similarly, the B can also be given different name. So these 3 things are representing the same. Students, then angle, if it is just this symbol is given, it means it is 90 degree. Student, there is another important property. If there is any point or any straight line, then at any point the angle on one side of this straight line is always 180 degree. And similarly, even for this side, the angle on other side is also 180 degree. It means at single point starting from one end and going to other, the total angle is always 360 degree. This thing we have to keep in mind. Now, over this straight line, if I am drawing another line, say this is the other line, this is the straight line. If I am considering this angle as 40 degree, then this angle can be calculated very easily, because this straight line signifies that this 40 plus this x will become 180 degree. Yeah, so x can be calculated by 180 minus 40, it is 140 degree. Okay, student? So this way, over a straight line, if different angles are formed at the same point, then we can apply this. This is called as a straight angle concept. Okay, it is shown here. A student, it may be possible that at the single point there may be more than one line. Like here, in this case, it is shown. This is one of the line. Over this, the other line is drawn. One is this black, another is this green. It is given that this angle is 45. This x to be calculated, and on this side the angle is 60 degree. Then this x can be calculated very easily. Since it is representing a straight line, it means this 60 plus this x plus this 45 become 180. This way the x is calculated as 75 degree. Okay, student? So it is one of the important property. Now coming for the triangle. For the triangle, sum of all the interior angle is always 180 degree. There is one more thing called exterior angle for any polygon or a triangle. Students, say we have this polygon. Whether it is regular or irregular, that doesn't matter. Then this is the internal angle. If I am extending one of the side, means this was the side, I have extended it to this much. This is the extended part of this side. Then with this side and this extended, this is acting as the external angle. If I am considering this point as A, then this will be the internal angle A, and it will be denoted as external angle A. This is true also for the triangle or any kind of polygon. Okay, student? It may be true for our hexagon, heptagon, or pentagon, anyone. Let us consider A, B, C, D, E. We want to know the angle at E or external angle. This is angle E. So for external angle, you are free to extend this AE in this direction. Then while you have extended this, you have to take the other side. Which one? This one only. Okay, student? Then this is the external angle E. Students, you are also free to even extend this DE also. Like here. At this time, this will be the external angle. External angle E. And here we are observing these two angles, means one is this, another is this. These two are vertically opposite because it is one straight line and it is the other straight line. So whatever this angle, the same will be this angle. Okay, students? So that's why both of these are the external angle. But what about this angle, students? If anyone is asking for this angle, this is not the external angle. Okay, keep in mind. This is same as that of angle E. So magnitude wise, this which is the vertically opposite to angle E. So keep in mind, this part is not the external. So external angle always between the side of a polygon and extended side of the other one. Like here, AE was extended. So AE was this AE is extended like this. Or DE is extended with this one. Okay, student? So this thing we have to understand. So for a triangle also, students, this is the internal angle. Let me consider this internal angle as 70 degree. Then external angle B can be calculated very easily. How? Because this is acting as a straight line, therefore this angle is 180 degree. It simply means 70 plus 70 is this internal angle plus this external angle B will become this a straight line or a straight angle which is 180 degree. So applying the 70 plus external angle B is 180. So external angle B can be calculated very easily just by keeping this external angle B is equals to 180 minus 70, it is 110 degree. So this way the external angle of a triangle can be calculated very easily if their internal angle is known to us. So this is the relation with the internal, external angle and the total sum of internal angle. Student, this condition was also explained here. Consider this triangle ABC. External angle at B means you need to extend this AB this way. This was the external. You are also free to extend this CB this way. Then with this side, it will be the external. And this external angle and these are the same because they are vertically opposite. Because we have learned that if I have one line as this one, another line as this one, then these two which have the common vertex and they are on the opposite side, these two angles are equal. Another this and this one. These two angles are also equal. So, students, this way, these are called as vertically opposite angles are equal. This even we have learned in class 6 also. So that's why both of these are the external. But if you are considering this is the same as angle B. This is internal angle. This will also be like internal angle because these two will be the vertically opposite angle. Okay. This way, internal angle, external angle can be calculated very easily. A student, how many external angle for a triangle? There could be 3 external angle at each of the vertex. The important property, sum of all internal angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Keep in mind, it is for the triangle sum of all their internal angle. But sum of all external angle of any polygon is 360 degree. Like see here ABC is a triangle, XYZ are their internal angle. So sum of their internal angle is 180 degree. Means angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180. So X plus Y plus Z is 180. Okay, student? It is like this. If we consider the external angle, so student, exterior angle B plus exterior angle C plus exterior angle A, that will give us 360. Keep in mind. Student, the same is also applicable even for the quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, all these things. So how many or what is the sum of all the interior angle for a quadrilateral, for a pentagon, hexagon, heptagon? No need to mug up. I had explained that sum of all interior angle, sum of all interior angles of a polygon having n side, means the polygon of n sides, means the number of sides in the polygon is n, then sum of their interior angle is given by n minus 2 into 180 degree. This we have learned. We have learned how we have derived this. For this, we can use the sum of the interior angle of a triangle and divide this polygon, maybe your quadrilateral or maybe your pentagon, hexagon, into the possible triangles from one of the vertex. Then count the number of triangle, then sum of internal angle is equals to the number of triangle multiplied by 180 degree, that I had explained. So from one vertex, make the possible triangle by joining the other vertex as a diagonal, means you have to search for the number of diagonals only. Then sum of the internal angle is 180 minus number of triangles 4. So applying this, we had derived. So if we have the heptagon, the number of triangle form is 5. So sum of all their internal angle, means this angle, say angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E plus angle F plus angle G, this much will be 5 into 180. It is 900. Students, here we are getting that the number of side was here 7, but sum of internal angle obtained is 5 into 180, means the sum of internal angle is 2 less than the number of sides. Okay, that's why it is 7 minus 2 is 5. It is, the formula is satisfying here. Even if we consider the decagon, divide this decagon into possible triangles by joining the different possible diagonals. Count the number of triangle, multiply it by 180. So number of triangle form is nothing but number of side minus 2. So here this is representing your number of triangles formed. So student, in MCQ, if it is asked for a polygon of n sides, number of triangles formed from one vertex, keep in mind, so it is from one vertex only. Like this was a decagon where considering the vertex I have formed the different triangles. So number of triangles formed is always n minus 2. It is this one. Okay, from one vertex only. So that's why the formula is n minus 2 into 180. Okay, student, it was this one. So for a triangle, or number of triangle formed from one vertex is n minus 2. This I had also written here. Number of side n, number of triangle. This triangle is from one vertex only. That you have to one vertex of the polygon. It is n minus 2. And the sum of internal angle n minus 2 into 180. That you have to keep in mind. Student, applying this formula, the sum of all internal angle of a pentagon, 5 minus 2 into 180, it is 540. Sum of all internal angle of a hexagon, it is 6 minus 2 into 180, 720. This value, if possible, you must keep in mind directly. Sum of all internal angle of a heptagon, so 7 minus 2 into 180, it is coming 900. For octagon, it will be 6 into 180, 1080. So this way, the sum of internal angle of any polygon can be determined very easily. No need to mug up. Just keep in mind n minus 2, n is the number of side in that polygon. Subtract 2 from that number of sides, multiply this with the 180. Okay, it was this one. Then next, applying this concept, we can calculate various things. So what is sum of all internal angle of a polygon having 18 sides? If you draw the 18 side making the triangle, it will take too long. But if we could remember the formula, number of sides minus 2 into 180, the sum of internal angle, in this case, we can determine very easily. Okay, students? So that's why. So as a result, we are getting the value is 2880 in this case. A student, applying the concept of the sum of internal angle of a triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, the internal angle or the unknown values can be calculated very easily. Like here, I have taken some of the question. So in first question, it was a triangle where you have to find the value of x. Students, in this case, the sum of all the internal angles. So here this angle A is our 2x. So we have taken 2x. The angle B is our 3x minus 10. So we have taken 3x minus 10. And C is 60. So this 60. Okay, students? So sum of all this is 180. Now this is like a linear equation in one variable. So x is determined here by sending the other constant like this 60 on the right hand side, this 10 on the right hand side, and adding this 2x with this 3x. So it becomes 5x. First we had operated this plus 50, 180. So x is 130 by 5, 2060. Okay. Coming to the second one also. Here, since it is a quadrilateral, so sum of internal angle will be 4 minus 2 into 180. On right hand side, left hand side, it is x plus 2x plus 3x plus 5 plus x minus 9. It is this. This way the x calculated is 52. Coming for the third figure also, students. It was a pentagon. Here also x had to be determined. So sum of all these x is equals to 5 minus 2 into 180. The x calculated is about 36. A student, here we have just calculated the x. If it is asked what is angle D, say if it is asked find angle D, then students, for angle D you have to keep in mind the angle D is not x but rather it is 4x. So it is 4x is our 4 into 36. You need to multiply. 6 4 ja 24, then 2, 144 degree is the required answer. Okay, this way it is very easy. Students, I had explained earlier also. Here also it is written linear pair or supplementary angle or a straight angle is nothing but the angle formed over a straight line. If we are considering this as the straight line, then at any point the angle on one side is always 180 degree, and even on this side also it is 180 degree. Therefore, if we make any other line here, say like this or this, then even whatever this angle x, consider this angle as y, consider this angle as z, consider this angle as u, then students, this entire straight line is formed by addition of all these angles. Therefore, here we can write this x plus y plus z plus u is 180 degree. Say if some of them are given, say here total 4 kind of angles. If 3 angles are known, the fourth can be calculated. So this is called what? A straight angle concept. It is very easy. The same is used here for finding the external angle, or even if the external angle is given for a triangle, the internal angle can be calculated very easily. Like here at B, the external angle is given as 70. What was this internal angle at B? Means x we have calculated. By applying the linear pair concept or a straight angle concept, at B, x plus 70 is 180. So x is 110. So this was all. The similar kind of thing is also explained here. So this linear pair or straight angle is very important. Now, student, the same was applied here in this figure to calculate this x. What is the value of x? Students, here see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5 sides. So it is a pentagon. X can be determined by applying the concept that sum of the internal angle. But for that, the internal angle like this, internal angle A, and this is not known. So first we need to calculate these two internal angle. Then only internal angle A plus x plus 30 plus x plus internal angle B will be 5 minus 2 into 180. So first this internal angle is to be calculated. That is calculated by applying the concept that this is a straight line. So at B, this 70 plus this internal angle is 180. So internal angle A here we have calculated as 180 minus 70 is 110. Similarly here this external angle at B is 60. So internal angle B here we have calculated as 180 minus 60 as 120. This way, now we can apply 30 plus x plus 120 plus 110 plus x as 5 minus 2 into 180. So this way, we have obtained 2x plus 260 is equals to 3 into 180. So x is calculated as 140. Let us consider the exercise 3.1. Given here some figures. So figures are given here. Total 8 figures are given. So classify each of them on the basis of following. So simple curve. A student, simple curve means that curve which is closed or may not be closed, but it bound only one kind of area or only one closed path. So student, what are the simple curve? So it is also one of the simple curve. Like here, starting from here, you are going to this one, only one path. So simple curve here are the one. This is also a closed path, which is a simple curve. 2. Can 3 be? No, 3 is not a simple curve, student, because there are two kind of area are bounded. One is this internal, another is this in between the two. Take this, then this 5, then 6 also, and 7 also. Students, this is also not a simple one, because just starting from here, you are not getting the simple, rather coming back, many possible paths. So these are the simple curve, though all these are also closed. Simple closed curve, even all these given here are closed only. So it is also 1, 2, 3 is not, 4 is not possible. Why? If you are starting from one point, you will get one of this area, another this area, another this area. Likewise, many area you can get. So that's why 4 is not a simple curve. 3 also bound the two kind of area, so it is also not the simple. Coming to 5, only one closed path. So it is the 5th one. 6th one is also the same, doesn't matter, but it need to be closed. And 7th. Coming to the polygon. Polygon simply means with the line segments the area is bounded. A student, this is the circle or the closed curve. It is not considered as a polygon. So for the polygons, there must be some straight line. So for that, so polygon here is the one which is having the straight line sides. 2 also. And 3 is not a polygon. It is a complex figure. Coming to this 4. 4 is also polygon, not the simple one. Why? If you are starting from here, you are getting one of these closed area by different line segments with different sides. Another you may get, even from here, you may get this one. The other one, you may start from here, you may get this one. The other one, you may start from here, you may get this one. The other one, you may start from here, you may get this one. Students, the last one, you may start from here, you may get this one also, or even you may get even the different one like this. Okay, so it can be the star like this thing. So various polygons are hidden in this figure. So fourth is also a kind of polygon where different polygons are hidden. The number of polygons can also be written or calculated. Fifth is not, because it is a curved one. So these are the three polygons. Coming to the convex figure and concave figure. Convex. So for considering the convex, you need to look at the vertex. Here you are looking at, considering this vertex, these sides are even inward with respect to this vertex, or this vertex is outward. Similarly, coming here, you are getting this vertex is even outward. Okay, so all these vertex are outward. So therefore, convex figure is our figure number 2. Then coming to there, whether it can be convex or concave, though it is a complex one, you have to leave this. Coming to the other one, what could be the convex? So the best example is the 2 one. Students, if we consider this one here, this part is the convex. But coming to this point, or say this point, it becomes a concave. So be careful. If both is asked in the single figure, then it is this one. Only the concave polygon is asked. Students, here we are getting that this side or this part is like the concave. So it is our one. Other one is also there. Yeah, here it is also hidden. Even if we may consider here also, but it is not the polygon, so we are avoiding this. Even if it is asked here, it is also the concave one, but it is not a polygon. That's why we are avoiding this figure. Okay, it is asked for the polygon, not simply the concave figure. If it is asked concave figure, this will also be the answer. This will also be the answer. So it was all about the first question. How many diagonals does each of the following have? So number of diagonals we have to find. Just we had learned that diagonal is obtained by joining the vertex other than the next one. So a convex quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means simply the 4 sides. It is convex, so that's why these vertices are taken outward, or it is done convex. So student, how many diagonals? If you are marking these as A, B, C, D, then you are getting from point A, I may join A to C, and from point B, I may join B to D. From C even, CA or AC mean the same. From D, DB or BD mean the same. So here in this case, it is the 2 diagonals. Regular hexagon. Hexagon we have to draw, and it is regular means means all the 6 sides are equal in length. Let us consider A, B, C, D, E, F as a regular hexagon. Regular means all these sides are equal. That is represented by putting a small double line everywhere. Also for the regular figure, their internal angles are also equal. So this angle will also be equal to each other. Okay, students? So we may mark these angles are also equal. That way we can also mark. Okay, students? So this thing we have to keep in mind. Now, here we are interested to know the number of diagonals. So for diagonals, start from one vertex, look for the other. A to C, A to D, A to E. These are the 3. Now coming to the other vertex, starting from B, B to C or B to A is not possible. B to D, B to E, B to F. These are the 3 others. We may start from the C. From C to A is the same as AC. Then C to D is not going to give us any new diagonal. C to E will give us one diagonal, and C to F as the other. Similarly, we can start with the D also. Let us observe with the D. D to B and D to A is over. No need to count it twice. But D to F is one of the new diagonal. Coming to this E. E to C, E to D and E to A are already joined. F to D, F to C and F to A are already joined. And the number of diagonals now we have to count. So the green is 3. Another orange is also 3. So 6. The other light green is 2, 8. And the black one is 1 only. So total 9 diagonals are there. That's why I have drawn with the different color. You can get this green is 3, dark green is 3, orange is 3, total 6. Then this light green is 2, 8. Then one is the black. So total diagonals in this case is our 9. So be careful in calculating the diagonal. Coming to the triangle. For the triangle, we do not have any diagonal. Students, if I consider a triangle, then for a triangle with the vertex ABC, even if we consider the vertex A, B and C are there, just next vertex, so no diagonal. Okay? But if it is asked in a triangle, the diagonal from any internal point, then you may obtain it by joining these points. Okay, like this one. So for a triangle, if we just ask number of diagonal, then it is 0. That you have to keep it. So this was all about calculating the number of diagonal. This was our question number 2. Students, let us come to the question number 3. What is the sum of measure of angles of convex quadrilateral? Just we have learned, for any convex quadrilateral, nothing but it is simply any kind of quadrilateral that you draw. Quadrilateral means it has the 4 sides. So sum of the internal angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is, yeah. So students, since here it contains 4 sides, so number of sides minus 2 that we have to do for getting the sum of internal angle. So it is 4 minus 2 into 180 degree. So it is 2 into 180 degree. So it is our 360 degree. Okay. So sum of all the internal angles is 360 degree. Sum of all internal angle of quadrilateral is 360 degree. Here I have explained by considering the convex quadrilateral. Even if we consider a concave quadrilateral, means one of the angle in what? Let us consider this as A, B, this as C and D. Then this is angle A, angle B. In this case, this is the angle C and this is the angle D. A student, still in this case, you will get that sum of all the angle means internal angle is still it is your 360 degree. So the sum of internal angle of quadrilateral doesn't depend whether it is convex quadrilateral or concave quadrilateral. So this was our concave quadrilateral. So even for the concave quadrilateral, the relation also hold good. Many times our students are committing mistake that they are taking this angle as this one. No, a student, this is the external angle for this concave quadrilateral. Here it is asked for the internal angle. So we shall consider the angle which is inside this figure or closed area. That we have to keep in mind. So this was about the Third question, where I have explained this part also. Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not concave? So answer is yes. I had just explained here. This is the same as earlier. Because even in this case also, by considering one of the vertex, I can make only two triangles. So the sum of internal angle will be 2 into 180, the same 360. Okay, students? That is this one. Let us come to question number 4. So examine the table in the figure and divide into the triangle and sum of the angles deduced from that. Yeah. So what is this? You have to just observe it. Triangle with 3 sides, 180. Quadrilateral with 4 sides. The sum of internal angle is 2 into 180. The same is this. The same is this. So what was this deduction? Just I had explained earlier. What can you say about the angle sum of a convex polygon with number of sides? What can you say about the angle sum of a convex polygon with number of sides? Means what? A student, if you are given with the 7 sides, this is the number of sides, then what is the sum of internal angle? 7 minus 2 into 180 degree. Yes. So student, in case of A, the number of side is 7. So sum of the internal angle is 7 minus 2 into 180 degree. It is 5 into 180 degree. It is our, so it is our 900 degree that we had also calculated earlier. In this case, the sum of internal angle will be our 8 minus 2, so 6 into 180 degree. So it is 180 degree. A student, for the 10 sides, the sum of internal angle is 10 minus 2 into 180 degree. Similarly, for the n side, it is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, student? So this way, for the n side, the sum of internal angle is derived as n minus 2 into 180 degree. Even this I had derived earlier also. The same thing is asked here. Coming to the question number 5. What is a regular polygon? Definition I had explained. A polygon in which all their sides are equal and all their internal angles are also equal. This way their external angles are also equal. That is one thing. So definition you have to write. State the number of regular, state the name of regular polygon of 3 sides. It is called as equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. I had also explained earlier. For the 4 sides, it is called as a square. Okay, students? It is hexagon or regular hexagon or simply hexagon. Means the 6 sides I had explained earlier. Coming to the question number 6, which is very important. A student, directly such questions are asked in your school examination. So find the angle, measure x. So x we have to determine in these 4 cases. I'm going to determine here. These x or these are the representation of internal angle. So in case of A, we have the sum of this internal angle, may this 50 plus 130 plus 120 plus x, this will be equal to the number of side is 4, so it will be 4 minus 2 into 180. So 2 into 180 is our 360 degree. Okay, we had used this. So x is obtained by 360 minus, you need to first add all of this. So x obtained is our 60 degree. It was so easy and hope most of the students have already done this. Okay, student? Coming to this figure, which is very interesting. Just I had explained to you, students, if I have just one line like this, another is this, and here this symbol is done. It simply means it is our 90 degree. It is understood. In this figure, we are getting this external angle is our 90 degree. It is this side given. So what will be this side? This angle I need. Student, sum of this angle plus this angle is 180 degree. So this outside angle is 90 degree. So internal angle will also be your 180 minus 90. This is also going to give us 90 degree. So this internal angle is also our 90 degree. Okay, student? Now, we have to consider this x 70, 60 and this 90. Okay, student? So here in this case, we have x plus 70 plus this 60 plus this 90. The symbol signifies it is our 90 degree. With the help of this symbol, I have calculated this one using the linear pair or straight angle concept. It is also quadrilateral, so its internal angle sum will also be 360 degree. So x is obtained by 360 minus, you need to add it, so it becomes 120, 220. So go on subtracting, it is 140 degree. So the value of x is 140 degree. So this x we have determined as 140 degree. This is the required answer. Like here the x we had determined finally as the 60 degree. Okay. Student, the same thing can be applied here also. Or even I had just done this earlier, where this we had determined as 180 minus 70. This was our 110. This was our 120. And the x that we had calculated for the pentagon, that x was our, we may start from anywhere, 30 plus x plus 120 plus 110 plus x. It have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, a student. So 5 minus 2 into 180. This formula you need to apply. And we have just calculated this x. A student, if you have doubt, you may see this. Just we had calculated. Are you getting the same figure or the same question that I had taken? And the x calculated was 140 degree. So this way, the x that you will get is 140 degree. This is the required answer. Okay, student? Very easy. Now see, a student, this is very good question where it is given in the form of symbol and you need to find. Here, this double, a small line indicate it is a regular figure. And the property of regular figure, just we have learned, their all sides are equal and their all internal angles are also equal. Therefore, each of this angle will also become x. Now, total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, total x plus x plus x means likewise we have to add for this 5 of x. So sum of internal angle is 5 minus 2 into 180 degree. So 5x is equals to 3 into 180 degree. So x we had also calculated earlier is 180 by 5. So it is our 36. So x obtained is 108 degree. Let us come to question number 7. In this, a triangle is given. Here, quadrilateral is given. Their external angle sum we have to determine. Students, in this case, this external angle z, x, y, that can be written directly. But the question is not for writing directly. Rather, we have to calculate this. See, this angle is 90 degree. This angle is 30 degree. First, we need to calculate this angle. What will be this angle? A student, let us consider this angle as x, not as x, because x is taken here. You are getting? So let us consider this angle as u. Then this u is the internal angle plus 30 degree other internal angle plus 90 degree as other internal angle. Sum of these three internal angle is going to give us 180 degree.
180.
So you can, yeah. So from this equation, the u can be calculated by 180 minus 120. So u is our 60 degree. Student, here we have calculated this angle as 100. Sorry. Students, here this u or the internal angle that we have calculated as this 60 degree. Keep in mind. Now, we need to calculate this y. We have just learned that if this angle is 60 degree, this have to be determined, and this is a straight line. So this remaining angle can be determined by 180 minus this 60. It is going to give us 120. Yeah. Please listen. So this way, the internal angle of this triangle is known. Each of these external angle can be calculated. Now let us calculate the external angle. Coming for this x. So 90 plus x would be 180. So x will be 180 minus 90. It is going to give us 90. Similarly, we need to calculate this y. This internal angle is 60 degree. So y is obtained by 180 minus 60. It is our 120 degree. Coming for this z. This internal angle is 30. So z is 180 minus of 30. It is 150 degree. This way x, y, z we have calculated. Therefore, x plus y plus z. Let us substitute it. The value of x is our 90 plus the y that we have calculated is 120. The z that we have calculated is 150. You go for adding this, we will get 0, 0, 0 is our 0. Then 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 9 is our 16. So 6 is there. Carry is 1. 1 plus carry 1 is 360. This way we are getting the sum of external angle of a triangle is 360. Or even we have also learned for any kind of polygon, sum of the external angle is always 360. That we can verify here also. But sum of internal angle of a triangle is 180. The sum of internal angle of any other polygon is given by number of side minus 2 into 100. These are the three key things that you have to keep in mind. Now let us apply the same thing for calculating here. A student, internal angle 60, 80, 120 is known. What will be the other internal angle here? Let us consider this internal angle as, consider this as M. I am considering. Then this M plus 120 plus 80 plus 60. This can give us, this is a quadrilateral, means 4 side. So 4 minus 2 into 180, it will give us 360 degree. So this internal angle M can be calculated by 360 minus, bring it on the other side, it is 260. So this internal angle is 100 degree. So students, this internal angle we had calculated as 100 degree. Now, when their internal angles are known, the external angles can be calculated very easily. Let us start with this x or this point. This internal angle is 120. So this x is equals to 180 minus 120. It will be our 60 degree. Coming for this point, where 80 plus y will be 180. So y will be 180 minus 80. It is our 100 degree. Now, coming to this point, where internal angle is 60, this z can be calculated by 180 minus 60. It is our 120 degree. Coming for this one, M we had calculated by applying this concept. Now W can be calculated by 180 minus 100. So it is our 80 degree. After this, we have to calculate this x plus y plus z plus w as x that we had calculated here is using the linear pair concept 60 plus the y we had calculated here is 100. The z we had calculated here is 120 and the w we had calculated here as 80. Go on adding this. On adding we are getting 80 plus 120 is 200 plus 100 300 plus 60 is 360 degree. Okay, student. So if it is asked in your MCQs, then no need to calculate and add it. Directly remembering the concept that sum of all the external angle of a polygon is 360 degree, you are always getting, or you will always get this as the 360, whether it is for the triangle or quadrilateral or pentagon or even the hexagon also. A student, even if it is asked like this, what is, so student, the question may be asked like this one only. Consider this as x, this as y, this as z, this as u, this as v. The question is only this much is given. What is the value of x plus y plus z plus u plus v? If the question is like this, nothing to do, but it is always 360 degree. Forget for their internal angle, whatever it may be. Also forget for whether this u, whether this z is drawn this way or whether even this way. This will also be z. Okay, student. So this way you have to keep in mind for all the external angle, this sum is always 360. So question may be asked in any way, you have to answer it. Okay. So this was all about